Excellent question, Mr. Gunner Guy. Absolutely agree with you. There is a safe way. You're asking me if there's a safe way. When I do heel hooks at the gym, at TriStar Gym, I am very, very delicate, and I make sure I always tell people, guys, in this gym, when you do a leg lock, you just hold the leg. If you do a heel hook, you don't rip the heel. We hold it. If I can hold your heel hook for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, I win. The match is over. If I can hold it snug to my body for 3 seconds, the match is over. Now, the guy I'm wrestling with, he might still be struggling. I tell guys, don't try to prove to him that he's in the hold and finish him. Don't do that. Let him go and practice your plan B. Plan B is what happens when a leg lock fails. Do you just squeeze as hard as you can? If a leg lock fails, you gasp for air and you're gassed out and the guy just gets on top of you and crushes you? Or do all your leg locks lead to sweeps? In my opinion, all leg locks should lead to sweeps if they fail. So what I do is I put you in a heel hook. I don't rip your knee off. I just give you a slight pressure. I hold it for 3 seconds. And then from there, I pretend like the leg lock failed. Okay, I pretend like, okay, let's say this guy got out of the leg lock. What would I do? I would sweep him in this manner, or I would transition to this position. That's what you need to do. Go to practice. Make sure you hurt nobody with your leg locks. Make sure you go to plan B. Plan B is the sweep. Don't rip anybody's heel, injure nobody, and your leg locks will be amazing. When you go into a real jiu-jitsu match, and you're doing a real heel hooks, you heel hook, with pressure. You try to break the guy's ankle and let him tap. The ball's in his court now. This is an actual match. If it fails, you've practiced plan B so much, you've practiced sweeping so much, connecting your leg locks to sweeps, that you're fine. You won't panic. You'll feel great. You'll feel excellent. So that's the culture I like to spread in TriStar Gym. We're very gentle with the heel hooks. And when we know each other, we do tap each other. When we've trained well with each other, the guys who are really seasoned leg locks, we do heel hook each other and we do tap. I don't want to say we never tap each other with heel hooks. That's not true. However, the guys who are more seasoned in heel hooks, I give them more leash. I give them more room to explore the leg locks, and the pressure is gradual, not all of a sudden. Okay, we don't go from 0 to 60 at full blast. The pressure is gradual, and the person will respond, say, "I think that's tight. I think you got it. I'll tap." It's more controlled. Controlled is super important, because what happens? You might hurt somebody today, and tomorrow they're heel hooking you, and everybody gets heel hooked. Look, at TriStar, if you come to TriStar and you train every day, eventually you will get heel hooked. Everybody does heel hooks. However, are you going to get hurt? My guys, we don't injure each other. I'm very big on that. It's extremely, extremely rare that somebody gets hurt in my gym. I always tell people, if you hurt somebody in the gym, the blame is always on the person doing the submission hold. Always. I don't care if the guy wasn't tapping. I don't care if the guy was frantic and he was being explosive and I don't care. You should have let him go. You should have controlled the hold. Only beginners should hurt people. If you're a white belt and you hurt somebody, I can understand. You don't understand how holds work. You don't understand how to ease into pressure. But colored belts, you should not hurt each other, in my opinion. Now, again, you go to different gyms and they don't have this mindset. They just rip each other's heels. And if your leg breaks, too bad, you should have tapped early. I don't like to personally roll with people like that. When I roll in a club like that, I tap right away. I tell the guy before, look, if you hook my heel, just consider I tap. Don't crank it before I get a chance to tap. I'm going to tap. I don't really mess around too much with heel hooks. I've never been hurt with a heel hook. I've never, ever been hurt with a heel hook. I've never been really hurt with submissions, really. But I tap early. I'm a quick tapper. I don't like my joints getting grinded. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for over 16 years, every day. If I get caught in a hold, I tap. I don't want to find out if I would have got out. That's my mindset. Why? Because I'm going to get good at not letting people put me in submissions, and as opposed to escaping really deep submissions. I'm not the type of guy who's going to really think of escaping these submissions. Unless there's money on the line or a big match on the line, I'm just going to tap and play again and learn from my mistakes. And I think it's really an ego thing, and you just got to drop that. You're not going to get to black belt without getting tapped out a bunch of times. And even when you get to black belt, you're going to get tapped out. It's just part of the game. Make your peace with it. Be very gentle with leg locks. Why? Because if you're too rough with them, it's the knees. Keep your knees healthy. That's my opinion.